My legs barely reached the ground as I sat on the cool metal bench in the dugout beside my best friend, Kyle. We'd been in the same kindergarten class, but for first grade, we'd ended up in different classes, and I missed him. We still had lunch together and played at recess, though that time always went by too quickly. When he'd said he was going to play Little League Baseball that spring, I decided to join the team too. I was the only girl. On the first day of practice, the boys hadn't been very nice to me. They'd told me I couldn't play baseball because it was for boys only and girls had to play softball, but I'd quickly shut them up during batting practice when I'd hit a home run over all of their heads. Kyle and I had been playing baseball together since we were 5. Well, as much as 2 people could play by themselves. I also had 2 older brothers who let me play with them sometimes, so I was pretty decent at it. It was our first real game of the season, and I was excited to actually play for real. Our team, the Mamaroneck Monarchs, try saying that one 5 times fast, was first at bat, so Joey Fisher started us off. He was one of the older boys on the team, and he was tall, so he usually hit the ball above everyone else's heads. After 2 strikes, his bat finally connected with the ball, and it went far enough to get him onto first base. Kyle was up next, and I was after him. I left the dugout so I could see him better, and also because I had to take a few practice swings like our coach had told us to. I tugged on the waistband of my shorts. They came down to the middle of my shins, and I had a hard time keeping them up by my waist. Coach came over and tied my drawstring tighter so that I hopefully wouldn't run out of them while I rounded the bases. The boys on the other team, the Larchmont Lions, laughed, and I heard them making comments about the little girl. As one of the youngest players on the Monarchs, I was the smallest, which didn't help much with my street cred, so to speak. I sighed. Coach tapped the brim of my hat and whispered, "Hey, don't listen to them. You're our secret weapon." I nodded and watched as Kyle got a hit that brought him to first base. I cheered as loudly as I could. "You're up, Allie. Go show 'em how girls play baseball." My coach grinned broadly, and I returned his smile.